Imagine standing on a golden plain under the Persian sun. The air is dry, the horizon endless, and from the earth rises a single monument, simple, silent, and yet eternal. This is Pasargad, the first capital of the Persian Empire and the final resting place of its founder, Cyrus the Great. More than 2,500 years ago, this very spot was the birthplace of an empire unlike any before it. After uniting the Medes and Persians, Cyrus built Pasargad, not merely as a seat of power, but as a reflection of his vision, a city of harmony, justice, and beauty. Where other rulers built fortresses, Cyrus built gardens. Where others divided by race and religion, he united. Pasargad was not a symbol of fear, it was a message to the world that power and peace could exist together. But even the greatest dreams face the cruelty of time. In 530 BC, Cyrus led his army eastward against the fierce Pasargad tribe. It was there, far from his beloved capital, that the great king met his fate. The news of his death shook the empire. His soldiers wept, his people mourned. But his body not remained on the battlefield. It was carried home, across mountains and deserts, back to Pasargad. There, in the heart of the empire he had built, a tomb was prepared, simple in form, yet eternal in spirit. The Tomb of Cyrus still stands today. 6 stone steps rise toward a small chamber, built of massive limestone blocks, fitted without mortar, a masterpiece of simplicity. It wasn't grand for glory, but humble for remembrance. Ancient texts tell us that a golden coffin once lay within, with jewels and royal garments surrounding the king. An inscription once read, "O man, I am Cyrus, who founded the Persian Empire. Grudge me not this little earth that covers my body." Centuries later, when Alexander the Great conquered Persia, he entered this tomb. He stood in silence, reading those words, and ordered his soldiers to guard it with respect. Even the conqueror of the world bowed to the memory of Cyrus. Pasargad was more than a stone. It was an idea carved into history. That true power lies not in conquest, but in compassion. Cyrus had built an empire where freedom of religion and culture was protected, where defeated nations became allies instead of slaves. The United Nations even honors him today as the first leader to declare human rights. The Cyrus Cylinder, his decree, stands as one of the oldest documents of justice and tolerance. Standing before the tomb, you realize it's not just a monument, it's a whisper across millennia, reminding us what greatness truly means. If this story moved you, don't let it fade into history. Subscribe to Pegah in Persia and join me next time as we uncover Persepolis, the forgotten glory of the Persian kings. Because history is not just about the past, it's about who we choose to become.